Log entry 7743. Stardate, oh, who am I kidding? I stopped caring about stardates the moment I accepted this assignment. My name is Vaughn, and I'm what you'd call a xenobiologist. Fancy title, right? Sounds important. Sounds like I study fascinating creatures across the galaxy, uncovering mysteries of evolution and adaptation. Wrong. I babysit humans. Specifically, I babysit human offspring. Even more specifically, I currently have the distinct honor, the absolute privilege, of monitoring a human family unit aboard the Interstellar Research Station Kepler 9. The family consists of 2 adult humans, Marcus and Jennifer Reeves, and their spawn. A tiny, stumbling disaster named Tommy. Age? 2 Earth years. Threat level? Apocalyptic. You think I'm exaggerating? You think I'm being dramatic? Let me paint you a picture of my morning. Actually, let me paint you a picture of every single morning since this family arrived 3 weeks ago. 0600 hours. I arrive at their habitat module, datapad in hand, ready to conduct my daily observations. Standard procedure. Simple, really. Watch the humans, take notes, don't interfere unless absolutely necessary. The Galactic Council wants to understand human behavior before allowing them full membership into our confederation. Makes sense, right? Study them, learn about them, figure out if they are compatible with the 17,000 other species we've got running around. I palm the door panel. It slides open with a soft hiss. The first thing that hits me. The smell. Humans have this aroma. It's not bad, exactly. It's just earth, dirt and water and something organic I can't quite place. The second thing that hits me. A plastic projectile. Right in my face. Sorry. Jennifer calls from the kitchen area, not sounding sorry at all. Tommy's practicing his throwing. Practicing. The creature is practicing. As if hurling objects at sentient beings requires practice. As if it's a skill worth developing. I pick up the offending item. It's a toy, shaped like some earth animal. A bear, I think. Covered in some kind of fabric that feels disturbingly soft against my scales. Tommy toddles over, his stubby legs carrying him in that ridiculous wobbling gait that human children have. He's got this look on his face. You know the look. Big eyes, huge smile, absolutely zero awareness of consequences. Ball, he shouts, even though this is clearly not a ball. That's not a ball, Tommy, I say, my translator chip converting my clicks and whistles into something his primitive auditory system can process. That's a bear. Wall bear, he declares, and honestly, I can't argue with that logic. I hand it back. Mistake. Huge mistake. He immediately throws it again, this time hitting a wall panel that controls the habitat's atmospheric settings. The temperature drops 5 degrees. Marcus looks up from his coffee, sighs, and adjusts it back without even standing up. He does that about 15 times a day, Marcus explains, as if this is normal. As if having a tiny creature randomly alter your life support systems is just part of existence. This is my life now, but here's where it gets interesting. Here's where my job shifts from tedious observation to genuine terror. See, the thing about humans. They are survivors. No, scratch that. They are not just survivors. They are thriving in conditions that would kill literally anyone else. Survivors. They come from a death world. Earth. Beautiful planet, sure. I've seen the holos. Gorgeous sunsets, majestic mountains, vast oceans. Also, everything there is trying to kill everything else. The plants are poisonous. The animals are venomous. The weather shifts from freezing to boiling. The very ground splits open and swallows cities whole, and humans. They built civilizations anyway. They conquered their planet not through superior evolution, not through natural advantages, but through sheer, blood-minded stubbornness. Which brings me to today's incident. I'm sitting in my observation corner, datapad out, recording Tommy's interaction with a simple puzzle toy. Developmental milestone tracking, very important. Jennifer's preparing something called pancakes, which smell disturbingly good despite being made from ground plant matter. Marcus is reviewing some engineering reports for the station's propulsion systems. Everything is calm. Everything is normal. Then Tommy wanders toward my equipment case. Now, here's something you need to understand about xenobiologists. We carry supplies. Tools. Samples. Some of these samples are, shall we say, not human-friendly. Actually, they're not friendly to most carbon-based life forms. We're talking compounds that could dissolve organic tissue. Specimens collected from worlds where the very air would crystallize your lungs. Bacteria that view cellular structures as an all-you-can-eat buffet. My equipment case has 7 different locking mechanisms. 7. It's got biometric scanners, encryption codes, and a physical lock that requires a 16-digit combination. The Galactic Safety Commission designed it specifically to be childproof. They didn't account for human children. Tommy's pudgy little fingers find the case. He pokes it. Prods it. And somehow, some way, through what I can only describe as probability-defying luck, or possibly minor reality warping, the case clicks open. I'm across the room in 0.3 seconds. My species isn't built for speed, but adrenaline is apparently universal. Tommy, no. Don't touch that. It's deadly. Too late. He's already got something in his hand. A sample vial. Inside. Thoraxian spore clusters. Beautiful things, really. Bioluminescent, fractal patterns, absolutely gorgeous under a microscope. Also, toxic to 99.7% of known species. The spores release alkaloids that shut down neural pathways. Paralysis within seconds, death within minutes. We use them in theoretical weapons research, and this human toddler is shaking the vial like a rattle. Tommy. Jennifer's voice cuts through my panic. She's there, moving with that startling human speed, but she's not fast enough. The vial seal breaks. It's old, probably weakened from being transported across 6 systems. The spores puff out in a small cloud, pale blue and glittering in the habitat's artificial light. They settle on Tommy's hands, his arms, his face. I'm already reaching for my emergency medical kit, my 3-fingered hands fumbling with the latches. Antitoxins, we need antitoxins, except I don't have antitoxins for humans exposed to thoraxian spores, because that's not supposed to happen. That's not a scenario that should ever occur. Tommy looks at the spores on his hand. Looks at me. Looks at his mother, and licks his hand. He licks it. No. I'm screaming now, all 7 of my vocal cords engaged, creating harmonics that probably register as white noise to human ears. Stop. Poison. Deadly. Jennifer reaches him, grabs him, looks at the empty vial, then at me. Her face goes through several expressions. Fear, confusion, anger, then something I can't quite read. Marcus is there too, his human body moving with that characteristic efficiency. What was in there? His voice is calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that comes right before violence, I've learned. Thoraxian spores, I manage, my translator struggling to keep up with my panicked clicks. Neurotoxic, lethal to almost all species. We need to get him to medical immediately. We need to flush his system. We need to. Tommy giggles. He giggles, then he burps. A small, satisfied sound. And reaches for another vial. Oh no you don't, mister, Jennifer says, scooping him up and away from my equipment case. She's checking him over, hands running over his small body, looking for signs of distress. Meanwhile, I'm having what I believe humans call a nervous breakdown. He should be seizing, I whisper. He should be. Why isn't he seizing? Marcus is examining the vial now, that engineering mind of his processing information. Thoraxian spores. That's from the theta quadrant, right? Alkaloid-based neurotoxin. Yes. Lethal. Your offspring just ingested lethal poison. Marcus says. Actually says like this is a mildly interesting puzzle rather than a life-threatening emergency. Jenny, didn't Tommy eat those nightshade berries last month at the botanical garden? Oh, right. Jennifer actually laughs. She laughs while her child has consumed enough poison to kill a Grelthian battle ox. Yeah, he grabbed a handful before I could stop him. The xenobotanist lost his mind. Very similar reaction, actually. They're both looking at me now. Looking at me like I'm the strange one for panicking about their offspring consuming deadly toxins. 10 minutes later, I'm sitting in the habitat's common area, holding what humans call tea. Jennifer made it for me. Said it would calm my nerves. The irony. The beverage she's serving me contains caffeine, a compound that's classified as a controlled substance on 47 worlds. Humans drink it for breakfast. Tommy is on the floor, building towers out of blocks and knocking them down with disturbing enthusiasm. He shows absolutely zero signs of poisoning. No tremors, no discoloration, no respiratory distress. Nothing. He's acting like he just had a light snack. Explain, I croak, my vocal cords still recovering from my earlier screaming. Please, for the love of the ancients, explain how your offspring is still alive. Marcus settles into a chair across from me, that infuriatingly calm expression still on his face. Do you know what humans ate on Earth, Vaughn? Food. I offer weakly. Poison, Jennifer corrects, joining us with Tommy now on her hip. We ate poison. Still do, actually. I stare at her. My nictitating membranes flicker across my eyes 3 times, which in my species indicates severe cognitive dissonance. That's not possible. Species don't evolve to consume toxins. Don't they? Marcus leans forward, and I recognize that look. It's his teaching expression. I've seen it before when he explains human engineering to the station's maintenance crew. Think about it. What's a toxin, really? It's just a chemical compound that disrupts biological processes. But biological processes can adapt. They can build resistances. They can even learn to metabolize those compounds. Over millions of years, perhaps, but not millions, Jennifer interrupts. Generations. Sometimes even within a single lifetime. Human liver enzymes are remarkably adaptive. We've got cytochrome P450 systems that can break down thousands of different compounds. Our gut bacteria. Even more versatile. Tommy chooses this moment to sneeze. A perfectly normal, healthy sneeze. Then he tries to eat a block. Your offspring consumed Thoraxian spores, I say slowly, trying to make them understand the gravity. Spores that kill Vrelian combat soldiers. Soldiers who are bred specifically for toxin resistance. Yeah, but Vrelians didn't evolve eating chocolate, did they? I blink. What does chocolate have to do with anything? Chocolate's toxic to lots of Earth species, Marcus explains. Dogs, cats, most mammals actually. Contains theobromine. Humans. We love it. Consume it daily. Our bodies process it just fine. Alcohol, Jennifer adds. Literal poison. Ethanol. We drink it recreationally. Capsaicin, Marcus continues. That's the compound in spicy peppers. It triggers pain receptors. Sets your mouth on fire. Humans. We breed peppers to make them more painful. Then we compete to see who can eat the most. Don't forget caffeine, Jennifer says, gesturing to my tea. Insecticide, basically. Plants developed it to kill bugs that eat them. We're drinking it right now. I look down at my cup with newfound horror. Nightshade family, Marcus is on a roll now. Tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, peppers. All contain varying levels of alkaloids. Some of our most popular foods come from plants that are literally trying to poison us. Almonds contain cyanide, Jennifer adds cheerfully. Not much, but it's there. Lima beans, same thing. Cassava, huge staple crop, has to be processed correctly or it'll kill you. Mushrooms are a whole category. Some are delicious, some will make you see God, some will make you meet God. They're tag-teaming me now, this married couple, casually listing off the various toxins they consume on a regular basis. I feel my scales starting to pale, which is never a good sign. So when Tommy ate those spores, Marcus concludes, his system probably just treated it like, I don't know, a weird new vegetable or something. That's insane, I whisper. That's biologically insane. That's Earth, Jennifer says with a shrug. Everything there wants to kill you, so you either adapt or die. We adapted. Aggressively. Tommy toddles over to me, blocks forgotten. He's got that look again. Curious, fearless, completely oblivious to his own mortality. He pats my leg with his spore-contaminated hand. Vaughn sad, he asks, I look at this tiny creature. This miniature human who just survived what should have been a lethal dose of neurotoxin, and is now concerned about my emotional state. Yes, Tommy. Vaughn is very sad. And confused. Mostly confused. Cookie, he offers, producing a crumbling biscuit from his pocket. Who knows how long it's been there? Who knows what bacteria are cultivating on its surface? He takes a bite, crumbs cascading down his front, then offers it to me. No, thank you, I say faintly, the rest of the day passes in a blur. I'm supposed to be observing, taking notes, documenting behavioral patterns. Instead, I'm having an existential crisis about everything I thought I knew about biology. Around midday, Tommy finds my sample case again. I've relocated it, locked it, put it on a high shelf. Doesn't matter. He's got a chair, determination, and apparently the problem-solving skills of a creature 3 times his age. Before I can intervene, he's got another vial. Tommy, please, I beg. Actual begging. I've been reduced to pleading with a toddler. Please don't eat that. He looks at the vial. Looks at me. Grins. Not food, he asks, which shows more restraint than I expected. Not food, I confirm. Very much not food. Okay. He hands it to me. Crisis averted. My respiratory system starts functioning normally again, then he pulls out something from behind his back. Another vial. A different sample. He must have grabbed 2. Tommy, no. Too late. Again. This one contains xanthian acid crystals. They dissolve organic matter on contact. I've seen them eat through reinforced containment vessels. And this human child has just popped one in his mouth like candy. I don't even scream this time. I've moved beyond screaming into a state of resigned acceptance. This is my life now. This is how I die. Not from the toxins themselves, but from the stress of watching a human toddler consume them, Jennifer appears, drawn by my obvious distress. She takes one look at the empty vial, at Tommy's satisfied expression, at my collapsed posture. The crystals, she asks. I nod, unable to form words. Well, he did eat a whole lemon yesterday. Peel and all. These are probably less acidic than that. Lemons are citric acid, I manage. These are industrial-grade corrosives. Tomato, tomato, she says, which is a human idiom that makes no sense, because those are the same word pronounced slightly differently. Tommy burps again. Louder this time. Then he laughs at the sound, because apparently almost dying is hilarious when you're too. That evening, I file my daily report. The council representative who reviews my logs is a Cthalian named Vex, a sensible being with proper respect for biochemistry. Another incident. Vex's voice crackles through the comm. 3 incidents, I correct. He consumed Thoraxian spores, Zelthian acid crystals, and something called peanut butter, which Jennifer assures me can also be lethal to humans under certain circumstances. And the child's status. I glance over at Tommy. He's having what humans call dinner. Something involving multiple food groups, all of which probably contain trace amounts of various toxins that his body is happily metabolizing. He's singing a song about a vehicle called a bus. Thriving, I report. Absolutely thriving. I see. There's a long pause. Vaughn, I'm reading your previous reports. The incident with the cleaning solution last week. The time he drank water from the industrial recycling system. The episode with the live electrical current. All survived, I confirm. With minimal intervention. These humans, Vex says slowly. They are from a Class 12 death world, correct? Class 13, actually. Earth got reclassified last month, after they discovered humans regularly swim in water containing billions of bacteria, and call it fun. Another pause. Longer this time. Vaughn, I'm going to make a recommendation to the council. What kind of recommendation? That we approve humanity's application for Confederation membership immediately. I sit up straighter. Really? Based on what criteria? Based on the fact that any species whose offspring can survive what you've described is either incredibly lucky or incredibly dangerous. Possibly both. And I'd rather have them as allies than enemies. Tommy chooses that moment to fall off his chair. Just tips backward, crashes to the floor with a sound that makes my scales stand on end. Marcus and Jennifer barely glance over. Tommy gets up, laughs, and climbs back onto the chair. They are indestructible, I whisper. They are human, Vex corrects. And I think that might be the same thing. The comm clicks off. I'm left sitting in the observation corner, datapad forgotten, watching this family go about their evening routine. Tommy's playing with blocks again, building towers that defy physics and probably several engineering principles. Jennifer's cleaning up dinner, humming that same bus song. Marcus is reviewing station reports, occasionally reaching over to steady Tommy when he wobbles too close to the edge of the table. They are so casual about it all. The danger, the toxins, the near-constant potential for disaster. It's just life to them. Just another day raising a human child in a galaxy that wasn't designed for their particular brand of chaos. Tommy catches my eye. Waves at me with sticky fingers. Vaughn play, he asks hopefully. I look at this tiny, indestructible creature. This miniature harbinger of humanity's inevitable conquest of the stars. And I realize something, the galaxy isn't ready for humans. Not even close, but they're coming anyway. And honestly, after 3 weeks of watching Tommy survive the unsurvivable, I think they're going to do just fine. I wave back. Sure, Tommy. Vaughn will play. Just, please don't eat anything else today. He grins. Doesn't promise anything, yeah. The galaxy definitely isn't ready, but I'm starting to think that might be the point.